Be prepared for offensive language, adult and sexual themes. Previously, Jason became enemy number 1.
Letitia.
Now you get to see the real Jason.
Ryan.
Oh, going home!
That is game plan.
Jason, you're a dickhead!
He's a two-faced prick.
Tonight, breaking news rocks the house.
You're watching BB News, I'm Andy West. Jason was heard to be moaning about Laura.
You little shit.
You're fake. You need to work more on making your tears believable. Yeah. Truly shocking. The Mirror reported that Big Brother's Andy West stabs Jason Burrell in the back. Ooh. Wow.
I'm sure if you had the conversation, you could remember
I
it.
am trying to remember... Well, that was fucking awkward.
Don't waste your breath, no disrespect. If they want to see me explode, there ain't nobody in here's going to stop me.
Day 41, 10:31 a.m. After a heavy night, some of the housemates are waking up with sore heads.
You literally, you had us all in the garden like we couldn't breathe.
Yeah, I haven't laughed like that for so long.
Neither have I.
I literally had absolutely no idea that I was going to go into that pool. If I did, I wouldn't have done it.
Like, you know when you say ruffle, like rolling on the floor laughing, like on MSN days?
No, but...
R-O-F-L.
Oh, right, yeah.
That we were literally ruffling.
I want to close my eyes. I don't think it's to sleep. It's because my eyes are sore.
I was trying to push my face back to where it should be. That cheek should be there. That cheek should be there.
Evelyn is gushing about Alex.
I think when I first came to the house, I knew he was attractive.
Yeah, good looking.
I was almost worried to be attracted to him because someone was so good looking. I was like, shit, like, I'm gonna get in trouble here, I better stay away. So I found myself staying away, but to the point where we couldn't stay away from each other anymore because the numbers got less, and like, I got to know him, I got to sit down, and I'm just like, holy crap, he has such a beautiful soul on the inside. Like, he's so respectful, he's just a gentleman, he's so caring. Whenever someone is sad, he will be there to give you a hug and pick you up and make you feel better about yourself. If my son or husband was a quarter of the man he was, I'd be a really proud woman. I'm so sloppy right now.
Yes. You've just got a cool little
kiss.
like really like nice special bond going on.
I don't think Alex will do it because of where he is.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they'll have a cheeky neck on, definitely.
I'm so surprised it didn't happen last night.
I said to her last night, I was like, I think tonight's the night.
Yeah.
Jane is questioning Jason about his reasons for evicting Ryan.
I know what Ryan is. I know his crass humour. I found a lot of what he said offensive in the sexual tones.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I think it's up to the individual to air your grievance and walk away, and let them carry on.
Why do you feel the need to understand it?
What do you mean?
You said you felt that you needed to talk to Jace to pull up because you didn't understand
Because I needed to know his reasons for picking Ryan, because I thought they were getting on, huh?
He said them.
Yeah, I know, but I just thought he should have said it to him directly before saying it in front of the public live.
If you can stand by your reasoning, you stand by your reasoning. No one knew that you and Letitia had an issue, but then all of a sudden, bam. That's exactly what happened.
That is so weird coming out of the pod room to this.
Nice now, isn't it?
Oh my God. Get pink spots.
I don't know where all that come from.
I know, it winding me up. I'm not going to lie, it was really winding me up.
I'll try and get him, just keep it.
If you don't need to, why don't you...
need to keep doing it.
What do you need? You don't need to. That's why I said it, like, he said it up there. That should be it.
Yeah. Well, pretty much condemned me for not saying anything beforehand. And she answered anything beforehand anyway.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
So we had to sit there and be just bewildered in the fact what she was saying. Like, it was kind of not making any sense, though.
Never mind.
(1:44 p.m). Laura and Alex are having lunch together.
Did you sleep well, though?
I really did last night. I had the weirdest dream about you two.
Oh, really?
It was really, really weird.
What was it?
I think we were back at school. There was you, me and Ev.
We were this age?
Yeah, but we were this age. And, oh, it's so cringe. Anyway, you two were refusing to kiss each other.
Right.
So I was just sat watching you. Anyway, all of a sudden you started to have sex, but you still had your clothes on. So you still had your pants on. She had I think she had jeans on or something, which was the weirdest thing. So you were having sex and then Ev said to you, oh, we might as well just kiss now then. And then I actually can't remember what happened after that, but it was just the weirdest thing.
Laura should tell me about a dream.
Oh, and then you got married at the end. On a beach.
From school to marriage?
Yeah, from school to a beach, and I was just watching.
That's mad.
Jackson's got something on his mind.
Being rude to me today.
Be rude? To you?
Unless I'm just being paranoid.
What?
Don't know.
Really?
Feels it.
All day?
Yeah, walking past me, not saying a word.
Don't know. I've not noticed.
I'll let it be.
Have you spoken to her? You said hi to her?
Oh, we did earlier this morning.
Have you said, like, morning and stuff?
Yeah.
She say morning back?
Yeah, and then it went funny. Okay.
I actually haven't noticed. I'm oblivious.
Three 58 p.m. For today's task, Andy has become the anchorman of Big Brother's news. To pass the task, he must report live from his new studio on events from both inside and outside the house.
Good afternoon. This is Andy West reporting to you live from the BBC.
On camera.
In today's show, I'll be reporting the latest happenings from both inside and outside of the Big Brother house.
Oh, he's brilliant, isn't he?
He's so
You can tell he's
good.
done that before, can't you?
For the first part of the task, Andy must report real news headlines and gather responses to the stories from housemates.
Well, this is interesting. Fresh from escaping the Big Brother compound,
I
the
don't
Daily
believe
Star
that.
revealed that on the 15th of July 2016, Emma Jensen was dumped by her boyfriend after she disappeared for 20 hours with Marco.
Oh! After she disappears for 20 hours with Marco, Emma got dumped by her boyfriend.
No, I don't believe that.
Emma!
Well, I think we need some on-the-spot reactions to this story, so it's over to Laura for her thoughts. Laura.
Marco, you little shit! Oh my... I can't actually... I am really shocked. I'm not shocked with Marco, but I'm actually a little bit shocked at Emma. Emma said that there was never anything romantic, which is why I'm quite shocked at this headline.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
He's going to get his own show after this. No way.
In recent news that came in just from website Telumix, reports that Big Brother's Laura Carter is unimpressed with Jackson Blyton after he voted to evict her. Let's see then what the house makes of that. Jackson, can I cross to you now live? Do you have any comments to make about that?
Well, Andy West, I'm not that surprised, to be honest. I did vote Laura Carter out of the Big Brother house. You know, we covered a lot of ground over the week, and then I kind of stabbed her in the back and evicted her for getting out of the house. So I totally understand why Laura Carter is unimpressed with me.
That's quite a headline, that, actually. That's breaking news, viewers. Jackson's just admitted that he stabbed Laura in the back.
I did, Andy West. I really did, you know.
Thank you, Jackson. Well said. Finally, yesterday, the Mirror reported that Big Brother's Andy West stabs Jason Burrell in the back after conversation with Alex gets snaky. Jason and Alex, over to you in the Big Brother house for reaction to that shocking and potentially false headline.
Is the conversation obviously between yourself and Alex? Can you help me on that one?
I am trying to remember what conversation that would be. I suspect...
Well, I'm sure, Andy West, if you had the conversation, you could remember it. So could you please tell us what it is?
Well, I suspect this conversation, maybe Alex would agree when When was it? It was the other night. Oh, when you were worried about getting booed and you were in a bad mood about it. Alex, does that sound right?
All we were saying was that we think he's more down about the crowd's reaction rather than the reaction in the house, which was understandable, and that's why I went to speak to him, and that was the end of the conversation.
Maybe that's it, Jason. Maybe that's some new information that's just come in, that we were speculating that maybe the real reason you were angry was because the crowd had been chanting your name rather than because you felt bad about evicting Ryan.
Well, obviously, for both reasons, the crowd's reaction, my friends in the house, and Ryan. For all three reasons, that's why, yes, I was in a bad mood, and I think that was clearly obvious, and I stated the facts. And if that's what the press are calling stabbing in the back, then I'll take that all day long. And I'm sure you will too, Andy.
Yeah. Well, you stuck by me so many times, Jason. I wouldn't like to think I've tried to stab you in the back at any point.
Well, I wouldn't like to think so too, Andy.
Well, there is more to come. BB News will be back to you with an in-depth interview very shortly.
Yes, Andy West.
Well, that was fucking awkward.
Coming up, housemates crack up.
Oh my God!
4:12 p.m. For today's task, Andy is presenting Big Brother's news. For the next part of his broadcast, he must conduct a hard-hitting, in-depth interview with Jackson.
Oh no, why did they do me?
Hello, you're watching BB News. I'm Andy West. I'm back, and it's time for the big interview. Well, joining me now, it's Big Brother housemate Jackson. Hello, Jackson.
How are you, Andy West?
Nice to meet you. Very, very well, thank you. Very well.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be here.
Yeah, well, it is. You're right. Let me ask you a few questions that people are burning to ask you.
Yeah.
Would you agree you're a very emotional man?
I can be. I do try to hide my emotions as much as I can, but yeah, I would say I'm quite an emotional fella. Yep.
And when the emotions come out, how do they normally manifest themselves?
Take it out on the people around me, break down and cry.
We do have some outside sources who would perhaps suggest that maybe your crying might have been fake. We can go to one of those now. This is a tweet from Zima at MadCow at BB UK Jackson. Are you trying to win the Oscars? You currently won't. You need to work more on making your tears believable.
All right.
So it would seem that some people on the outside don't feel as though your tears are believable. What would you say to them?
I'd say, understandable, I get it. I know we're in a show. If you don't believe I'm being real, then that you don't believe I'm real, your opinion matters. I ain't trying to win no Oscars. Crying on a show, on the TV, in front of hundreds and thousands of people, or millions even, is not really doing any good for my street cred or the people I hang around with or anything like that. So I wouldn't cry unless it just came out naturally to me.
Jackson, what is your accent?
I don't know. Nottingham, I guess. That's where I'm from. Sometimes it goes London, sometimes it goes really northern. I honestly don't know. It's just that I speak.
Most people have one way of talking, don't they? You kind of have two. So why do you switch between the two?
If I'm in a conversation with someone, I think the way I speak with street slang, it can come across like I'm not maybe paying attention to them. If you show that you can speak properly and, you know, very eloquently, that will be seen, and then you can have a proper conversation if the conversation is needed of that.
Do you think there's a possibility... Sorry, I'm talking now.
No.
Do you think there's a possibility that, going back to someone thinking that you cry and that you're fake with that if you're also using two different ways of speaking, they're struggling to work out actually who's the real Jackson?
I am. Yeah, that's totally understandable. So, it's just that.
Well, I got time for that.
Yeah.
Do you play the hero?
I try to be the good guy in certain situations.
Well, let's see what one of our outside sources has to say on this particular subject. Lisa, how are people falling for Jackson's hero nice guy act is crazy. But I don't blame you, I did fall for it at the beginning.
Yeah.
Exclamation point.
Shit.
So, obviously there's at least one person on the outside, we know for definite, who feels that you've kind of played a bit of an act for sticking up for the weaker guys, and I suppose I would have been one of them along the process.
Yeah.
And they've now changed their mind about you.
Yeah, that's understandable. That was what I kind of expected. I'm not trying to be a superhero, I ain't trying to be a hero, I'm just trying to be me.
Thank you very much, Jackson.
Thank you,
very
Andy.
honest answers, and you answered them very, very well. In the face of no small amount of criticism, was that quite shocking for you?
Yeah, it was hard.
We're both sitting here sweating our asses off in this studio in more ways than one. BB News will be back to you with exciting news from the outside world.
Oh my God. Fuck me. Fuck me.
I could watch him all day.
Yeah.
He's better than Piers Morgan.
He is?
He is. He's going to have his own chat show.
Literally.
He will.
He is
it's
so
coming.
good.
Zacko.
Well done.
Make you feel like you've just been roasted, don't you?
Oh, my.
What the fuck?
For the next part of his task, Andy will be given headlines from the outside world. Housemates must decide whether each story is true or false.
You're watching BB News, I'm Andy West. Since housemates have been living in the Big Brother house, the outside world has changed dramatically. Here is some big news that has been making waves in the UK in the past few weeks. But are they fact or are they fiction? Jane, as you're on the scene, I'll need you to feed back the viewers' consensus. Are you there, Jane?
Hello, Andy. Yes, I am.
Would you call that appropriate attire for a TV reporter?
Tits and teeth, Andy. Tits and teeth.
Have Britain actually voted to leave the European Union? The suggestion is that Britain did vote to leave.
Yes, Andy. I'm going to go to Jason here.
Well, considering me and Andy had actually had a debate on this, and I was for leaving the EU, I still think in the death that Britain would vote to stay in and keep it as it is.
Oh, that's a thought. Okay, and what about you, Alex?
To be honest, I don't think we would. I don't think that's a true headline or that breaking news is true, to be honest.
Okay, that's great. Andy, I would say from what we've just heard that we are still in, Andy.
I think I agree with the housemates. I think they're quite right that we surely didn't vote to leave the European Union. Let's watch a video clip and find out whether they're right.
Hi Andy, Letitia reported the votes are in and the UK has voted to leave the European Union. Didn't even know that was a thing. Anyway, over and out.
No!
So we're not in Europe?
Oh my God!
That's really, really worrying. United Kingdom, what were you thinking?
So we've left the EU, Andy. That is a real shock to us, I think.
Yeah. Our next question. So, okay, this is an interesting one. David Cameron, there was a lot of pressure on him if they lost the referendum on leaving the EU, which he backed. He would potentially face a lot of pressure to have to step down and no longer be Prime Minister. So, is Theresa May our new Prime Minister?
Wow, well, I hope so. So, Jason, what do you think?
I think if David Cameron's going to step down, he'll do it in the election. He wouldn't do it beforehand. He'll put somebody else up first of all. So I don't think he stepped down just yet.
Okay, and Alex?
Yeah, like Jason said, I don't think he'd just step down right off the bat. He'd at least sort of wait till election time and then make it happen if he was going to.
Well, I would personally say that I think he should have stepped down, personally, but I'm not sure who would take over him, but anybody would be better.
Who's Theresa May?
Okay, so the House consensus is that Theresa May is not, in fact, our new Prime Minister, but having said that, David Cameron probably would, I think, actually have had to stand down. George Osborne couldn't have taken his place, and the person who would have done that would have been Theresa May. So I'm going to go against my housemates and say that, in fact, at this moment in time, we are not part of the EU, or certainly won't be very soon, and Theresa May is our Prime Minister, but that's my decision. Let's find out if I'm right.
Andy knows more than what we do.
Hi Andy, Ryan reporting for duty. The fact is, Theresa May is now the Prime Minister.
Oh my
Over
God.
to you.
We got a gal as Prime Minister.
Don't be sexist, Jackson.
No, but I'm saying that's a shock, isn't it? Because that's never happened.
Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher?
Oh. Yeah.
I thought that was
Well,
like major
Andy,
news.
I am, for one, delighted with that. That's made my day.
I actually can't believe it.
Yes.
And I didn't have much time for the shiny-faced pack of gammon that was David Cameron in the first place. But, well, that is the truly shocking fact behind the fiction. I'm going to try and bend my mind around that. Next up, a special report on the splash that ex-housemate Letitia has been making since her eviction.
Oh, wow.
On Big Brother's Bit on the Side, she said some strong words for a couple of her housemates. Let's see what she had to say.
You've never really seen eye to eye with Andy, in all fairness. I believe your exact words were...
I hate him! I hate him! I hate him!
Oh, God, Shims. I lost the plot then.
Do you still stand by that?
I don't necessarily hate him, but I do dislike the guy.
I think him and Jason are the biggest game players going. They really are. And they don't care about anyone. They will step on anyone to get where they want to be.
Whoa. That's intense.
Well, I think we should get Jason's reaction to that. Jason, what do you have to say?
Well, I'm playing a game that I didn't quite understand when I first walked in the house anyway. I can understand Letitia's upset for what happened on Tuesday. You know, I take full responsibility for that. I've explained my reasons quite clearly. And if Letitia and the people in Bit on the Side believe that I'm a game player, then I mean that's totally down to them.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say if people want to think I'm a game player, they can. But I would take issue with the idea that I don't care about anyone, because I do care about people in this house, and I have got friendships in this house, and when I see them unhappy, I've cared about it. So that bit I would definitely disagree with. If people want to see me as a game player, they kind of have from the start, so I guess I'm used to that. Thank you, Jason. Finally, Letitia shows us a whole lot more than we bargained for. Let's see our second clip.
Nichols, could you show me what a proper twerk is right now? Spin round, let's have a little look.
Oh my God.
Slow-mo rerun. Let's take a look at it again. 1, 2, 3.
That's quality.
That is amazing.
That's quality.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. That is brilliant.
Oh my God, I've never laughed so hard.
And finally, Big Brother has surprised Andy with some last-minute breaking news.
Breaking news just in from the Big Brother house. Yesterday at 9:37 a.m, Huey was talking to Big Brother about Jason. He said, "It's brought out people's true colours, to be honest with you. It really has. Jason's 100% has brought out his true colours. He's horrible. He brings nothing to the house. He's not fun. He's not even horrible in an entertaining way." Also yesterday at 10:51 a.m, Jason was heard to be moaning about Laura. He said, "She doesn't do anything, and then she has a couple of camera moments. Well, the big snog on Sam and getting her tits out." Finally, at 9:21 p.m, Laura had this to say about Alex. "He's quite quiet, but he's kind of seeming to get away with this going under the radar thing. I think it's about time that I wake up a bit. Yes, me and Al are friends, but he's definitely one I think, why should I keep saving him when he doesn't really care less about me?" Wow. What a show. I am Andy West. Thanks for watching BB News. Until next time. Goodbye.
Well then.
Sorry, Al.
Sorry.
Is that it?
I said you've
You
been
little shit.
Oh, I said you've been quiet.
But what do you mean I do what do you mean I do nothing?
Well, the bit before I was saying you've been quiet, you haven't done much recently, and all of a sudden you kiss Sam and get your tits out.
Only 'cause I was drunk.
Exactly. It wasn't meant in that sort of context. It was like you get your tits out and you kiss Sam. I was like, yeah, that's it. There's no malicious words in it. Simple.
Coming up, Jason's had enough.
If they want to see me explode, then I'll fucking explode. But they better have more than 10 security from the other side of that wall. There ain't nobody in here who's going to stop me.
5:57 p.m. Huey is playing a tune for his fellow housemates. Jason is reflecting on today's task.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you can.
How do you play a game in here?
I know.
Actually,
well, I just
want to know, how do you actually play a game?
Personally, I don't think you can, only for maybe a week or two.
Get people on your side? Well, that's not obviously working. I just want to know.
The only way anyone would say you could play a game in here is by, it's that old thing of trying to be everyone's friend, trying not to disagree with people, never giving a definite opinion. That's the only simple thing that you can do to try and play the game, is try not to get nominated.
Sam! Get up!
That's fucking wrong.
But it was Tish who called you a game player, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When you're out in here, you can't defend yourself, which is the thing. You just got to take on the chin to the outside. So.
No, I can understand she's bitter. I'm the one that put her out, so I'll take that on the chin. I was just wondering, just trying to answer the questions in my head before I lose it. I'm just staying calm and breathing at the moment.
Well, I wouldn't let it. Don't let it get you angry in the first place.
The whole thing's got me down. The whole thing's got me. You know, so if they want to see me explode, then I'll fucking explode. But they better have more than 10 security from the other side of that wall. There ain't nobody in here who's going to stop me. And that's the point I'm getting to now. I'm like just trying to stay calm.
Yeah. It's almost over.
And the public are voting for you.
It's almost over. The public are voting for you. There's people shouting, "Marry me." You got a massive cheer the time before.
You can pick some good bits out of it, but I'm not taking the good bits at the moment, I'm afraid. I'm just trying to stay calm.
you need to make a choice, whether you either try and deal with this and just see it for what it is and laugh at it in the face, or if you're that angry and you don't want to be part of the show anymore, we're not in prison.
Yeah, I understand that.
And I suggest you take the first option.
Yeah.
Laugh in the face of it.
And it ain't working, mate, trust me, what you're saying. No disrespect. Because you'd just be saying the same shit I'd be saying to you if it was reverse roles. So, honestly, mate, don't waste your breath, no disrespect. Because it's not...
I don't take disrespect.
Yeah.
(6:15 p.m). Jackson is talking to Big Brother about today's task.
You okay, Jackson?
Yeah, man, obviously it hurts, like... It's one of them, innit? I ain't gonna try and sit here and start getting a load of emotion, because obviously people think I'm trying to win some sort of fucking Oscar or something, so I ain't gonna sit here and start getting deep into shit anymore and trying to be as honest as I can and trying to show sides to me that obviously not everyone has seen before, but for that to be thrown back in your face, car, you're being real, what's the fucking point? Y'all want to see a dickhead G gangster go on the way he does all the time, then I'll be that fucking person, do you know what I mean? People understood what it was like to already battle just to be accepted, and in a society where, the kind of way that we grew up, when I say we, I'm talking about kids that grew up in like council estates and grew up without nothing and try and be something in their life and always getting constantly knocked back. Like often than not, people don't know how to change up their accent or speak in a way that's, you know, deemed proper. Yeah, I was taught that. But it doesn't take away the fact that when I'm around my boys and the way I grew up on the street, that's how we fucking speak, like, that's how people be. It ain't nothing to do about cringeworthy and shit like that. I don't like the way I speak, turn off the fucking telly.
Laura is talking about the comment Jason made about her that she heard in the task.
Do you know what I wanted to say back to Jason? Don't worry, love, I've been in the diary room saying you're as boring as hell, so...
What did he say about you?
He said, Laura hasn't done anything, and then all of a sudden, she gets her tits out and snogs Sam. Right, well, if you had a little bit of wit about you, not wit, but if you had something about you, you'd know, I was really drunk, I fancied a bit of a kiss, and I get my tits out all the time.
Alex and Jason are in the garden.
Brain just taking over time.
Yeah,
I can see it. I don't think there's much anyone can say, really. It's only just sort of you dealing with it.
Do you know what? I'm so numb with it all now, I don't really give a fuck.
I haven't even got the energy to give it any emotion.
I haven't. I'm just wondering why.
The only thing that can be done in here is you dealing with it, and however you deal with it, you can't do anything about it. So focus on the things you can control and forget about the things you can't at the moment.
I know. I'm just I don't want to single one person out as a part of tension relief. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I'm going to burst, and it's going to be at one person, and that's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, of course not.
And I'm just trying to, again, me being me, I'd rather not say anything than start something that can't be finished.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm just trying
finished in a bad way.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to gain control in my head.
(7:41 p.m). As a reward for passing today's task, Big Brother has provided housemates with one of Andy's favourite things, face paints.
Can you just, your bottom let go? That's it, yeah. Okay, that's all right, relax.
Laura has something to say to Alex.
Can I just say, I always go in the diary room and say how lovely you are, all the time.
I believe you.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
I said that to Ev. Literally, every single word I ever say about you is how lovely he is. I do. I think you know that I do, though. But, you know, they ask questions to kind of get the answers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But I know that you know that.
All right, Jackson.
What?
What?
I'm just again.
Shut up.
No,
You shut up.
I believe you.
Yeah, honestly.
I'll tell you if I didn't.
Jason has come to the diary room.
Hello, Jason.
Hi, baby. Can I have a favour? I want to leave, but I want to do it my way. I just want my cases, I want to pack my stuff up, say goodbye. I'm done. I can't take any more. I just can't.
Why is it this time in particular?
I'm not giving you more camera time. Can you please just do what I've asked, please? I'm not embarrassing myself anymore in here.
Jason,
Please.
Big Brother isn't asking you to embarrass yourself at all.
Well, I am.
Jason, are you willing just to sit down for the moment and talk to Big Brother?
Just give me some dignity so I can just pack my stuff up, not hide, go, crawl out the back door. Just pack my stuff, say goodbye, and go. I'm going to go one way or the other. You know, I'm going to snap inwards or I'm going to snap outwards. And either way, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to make it any longer. I'm sure you understand in a backward sort of way.
Big Brother doesn't want to see you upset.
Oh, yeah, mate, I just haven't had a reprieve from it all. And maybe it's my way of dealing with things where I just run away and walk away from things which I do on the outside. But trust me, fuck me, it's a lot easier way of dealing with things sometimes. But I've never felt like this in my life. And I don't want to go through it anymore. You just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And now I've had enough.
Coming up, Evelyn makes her move. At 8:59 p.m. Some of the housemates are drinking dirty cocktails.
Cheers.
You got your drinks?
No, I never got one. I just didn't touch any drink.
All right, so you get yourself past them, mate. Yeah,
Oh, it's really strong.
Did you use them for me?
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
After 1 hour and 14 minutes talking to Big Brother, Jason has decided to stay in the house.
How are you feeling? You don't have to. Do you want me to talk to you?
No, you're fine. No, Andy, you've always talked, and it's never ever a problem. I'm just just tired of it.
Yeah.
There was another roasting that I didn't need.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm sure as you were reading it and saying it, thinking, oh fucking hell. You know, I bet the first thing that comes to your mind was, Jason don't need this. Tisha's going to call me a game player and be upset with me because I got her out of here.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Hughie's going to be upset with me because I got rid of his boyfriend.
Exactly. So it wasn't any one specific thing that came out.
No, I'm not silly like that.
What's the crack?
What's the crack? I still stand by what I said about Tish, and I stand by what I said about Ryan. The reason I took myself out of the situation then and was that close to is that I'm on borderline cracking.
After everything that you have gone through, after the strength that you've had to find in yourself, not now to see it to the end.
Yeah, that would must be all in vain.
Yeah.
(9:47 p.m. Jackson's sharing a concern.
Janie's been funny with me all day.
Really?
Yeah, she can't even look me in the eye. I don't know what I've done. I didn't say anything.
Did you say anything that would annoy?
I think the big point you were making was why should I justify myself when she hasn't.
Oh, I see. She was saying no one was shocked when she made her decision.
Yeah.
Oh, I was surprised when she made her decision.
Well, these two were.
I'm sure anyone who said they weren't would be lying.
Exactly.
No, I was surprised. I was like, really?
Sam is in the diary room talking about Jason.
I think Jason's just getting a bit sick of everything. I think he's really, really struggling now. He should just, like, make the most of it, though, rather than just, like, going into this, like, little shell and not speaking to anyone, and he doesn't look at anyone through, like, into their eyes and stuff like that. And it's little things like that that you notice, and he needs to just pick himself back up again, but I don't think he's going to. Maybe he needs to actually be a bit more open and show his feelings and emotions a bit more. That way, when he does find out that things have been said about him or things have happened, he won't take it to heart as much because he's already explained himself. He's already brought up the things that he's got a problem with, and he's got it off his chest. But he's just like locking up everything inside his head, and it's just like, just let it out, mate. Do you know what I mean? Just let it out.
Do you want to chat, Jamie?
Huh?
Do you want to chat?
About what?
Pardon?
Chat?
Yeah, with me.
Why?
I don't know, it just feels like you've been a bit distant with me today.
No, not at all, sweetheart.
Oh, that's all right.
No, not at all.
I'm just paranoid then.
No.
Yeah, I'm just not with him. I'm just being silly, that's all.
Honestly, if there was something, I'd tell you.
Good.
If I needed to talk to you, I'd tell you.
Good, good, good. I appreciate that.
(1:37 a.m). Jackson has come to talk to Big Brother.
In this house, the slightest move or using the wrong words in the wrong way or anything is put under the microscope and looked at and analysed. I pressed for the cash and I was willing to evict someone when the 20k was up. You know, I was willing to do that. I made a slip up and I made a mistake, and I'm not going to be surprised if I'm up for eviction. Tonight, I go to bed kind of feeling something I've not felt in a long, long time.
And what is that, Jackson?
Just nervous, paranoid, scared. Kind of want to get it out of the way and over and done with. I kind of want, whenever eviction's going to be, to just happen so I can get past it.
Most of the housemates are in bed. Jane is giving Jason some advice.
I like you, but I don't get you, Jason. And I tell you why. You got saved by the British public. But it's obviously affected you by negativity, your own circumstances, and you feel you're acting in the right, correct Jason way, the way that you would do it outside. But the fact of the matter is, Jason, that you are accountable to the British public who are seeing what's going on in here. What you should do now is brush yourself off. You're in the last week and get through it.
Alex and Evelyn are getting cosy.
About time, you two. Not long after the loss of Whitney Houston, her daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, met a similar fate in brand new Autopsy tomorrow night at 10. We try to find out why we lost her so young. Next tonight, what of Jason? It's Bit on the Side with Rylan in just a moment.